Hi YouTube, welcome back. This is the second part of the G-Shock Talk series. The first video I talked about different G-Shocks and talked about what is the difference between a model number and a module number. We tried to cover up different G-Shocks. I tried to demonstrate a few of them in my video, so definitely go ahead and check that out if you haven't, and give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Comments are welcome. I'll try to answer any questions that you guys have. In this video, I will want to go over different types of straps that comes with different G-Shock models. Also want to talk about different accessories or accessories, if you will, that you could get it for your G-Shock. Also, I'm going to talk about what is a solar power G-Shock mean, and I will also discuss about different screen displays on G-Shocks. Yep, alright, first things first, there are basically, I think, 3 or 4 different straps. The most usual ones are the resin types, which are made of resin, kind of feel like plastic. A second type are canvas, or which like feels type of a like a cloth. You could see it's like mesh. It's just like a type of a cloth. Third most popular is the metal strap on this type of G-Shock. This is from 5600 family. And also this guy right here, it's not specifically a G-Shock model, but still it's a Casio. And again, this one is canvas or cloth type of a strap. And this one right here in the middle specifically, and also the one that I usually wear for my daily wear, is also a resin type. When it comes to durability, resin type ones are most durable. And speaking of fashion, also I forgot to mention that there is also a leather type of G-Shock. I've never owned one, not a big fan of it. But anyways, back to cloth type straps. These are really sporty and stylish, but if you want to wear it for a long period of time, for longer shots, I will not suggest these types of straps. The reason behind that is, first of all, they take shapes to it. For example, this one I used to like wear it every day, and so as you could see, it just like takes a curly shape to itself, so it just gets out of shape. Whereas for a let's say for a resin type, the odds of like getting reshaped is like very low. And when it comes to cleaning these guys, resin type straps are the best ones, because what you usually do is just wash it with soap and water, regular soap and water, and off it goes the sweat and dirt that is like trapped on the strap. But whereas for these types of straps, what I usually do, I disassemble the whole thing, the whole strap from the watch, and I wash it with water and soap, and I try to brush it with a little brush or a toothbrush, and just like brush off the dirt and sweat that is like trapped inside. And also in the long run, when you wear it, especially in hot weather, it just like traps all the sweat, and then just like gives it back to your wrist, and your wrist gets like all itchy and all that stuff. Metal ones are really cool. I won't suggest you washing them with like soap or water, because like I said, it's metal. I'm not sure. They usually should be water resistant if they're stainless. Yep, this one is stainless steel, so it shouldn't rust, but it shouldn't corrode or rust. But then again, I wouldn't trust it. This strap is the original G-Shock strap. I'm not sure if you could see it from here or not, but it says G-Shock. I believe this model comes with the metal strap. I bought this off eBay. It was a used one, but if you're really into these kind of straps, you could find them online. They're not that cheap. They usually range between 70 to 100 bucks. Yep, just for the strap. Well, this one, like I said, it's from 5600 family, and also I have a different one that is also from 5600 family, and what this specific one is resin type strap. So yeah, those are the things you should keep in mind when you try to buy your G-Shocks for your daily wearing. Another important factor that you might want to consider is, for example, look at this watch. This guy is, like I mentioned earlier, it's from 7900 series. Most of, I believe all of the 7900 series, they come with these guys. Look at this and this. These guys are called wings. So what they do is, basically these are stable, so when you wear it around your wrist, they will stay stable, and they will basically lock around your wrist. So now see this, how there you go. So it won't move around a lot, versus if, let's say, you wear the other watch with the canvas type strap. Let me see. So I'm wearing this to my level of comfortness. Level of comfortness and wristwatches are basically, if you stick your finger here between the strap and your wrist, your finger should fit in there. So that's the level of the comfortness. This one is actually a little bit tight. So there we go. This is my level of comfortness. So when I wear it this way, after a while, that the strap gets reshaped, kind of gets out of shape, and next thing you see that the watch is like moving, off center. So if I want to wear my watch, I want to always be centered in the middle. So when I try to look at the screen, I don't want to twist my whole arm just for the sake of seeing the screen. So always want to be fixated at the center and not moving around a lot. So basically 7900 series are perfect for that matter. Like I said, these wings, they will go around your wrist and they will just get fixed, and they will move around a lot. If you are looking for a very comfortable G-Shock for your daily wear, personally I have found 7900s to be the most comfortable series available. This guy right here is a 7900 model. Previously I showed you guys the red version of this. Well, this one is a limited edition. It's an A-Life G-Shock. It's a solar power. I'm gonna get to that in a minute, what that means. So these watches are, the 7900 series are very light, and but still they're sturdy. What makes it different from the other ones are basically, let me go over this. If you feel this part right here, it's like solid, so it won't move around a lot, so it kind of like feels like the wings on the 7900 series. And on top of that, your strap is kind of thicker comparing to this model, and also your buckle has two I don't know, like needles, if you want to call it, that would go in and lock in, so it's just like secure, so the odds of like your buckle moving around, and on top of that your strap moving around from the watch itself is just like very low, and also these watches are not that thick comparing to the 7900 models. So yeah, definitely take that in your consideration. Very comfortable, very light and nifty, and easy to manage around your wrists. Alright, that being said, I would also like to mention something to you guys. As you saw this in the first video, this is a 6900 model. This one is solar powered and atomic, or multi-band 6, if you will. I will cover up the what multi-band means in my other video, but just quickly I want to go over this guy right here. Do you see this? Yeah, I think it's clear in the video. So this metal that is like wrapped around my watch, this called a bull bar. A bull bar, yep. They originally came with bull bar years ago, and they put them on, I believe they started putting it on the 5600 models, and then later on G-Shock stopped doing it, and but lately I have seen that they have started putting bull bars in their like new models, and also they put bull bars in their baby G series too as well. So you could pick up a bull bar from eBay. Currently, as we're speaking right now, they sell them. They will have it for 3 different models: for 6900, for 5600, and also for GA110 and GA100, which would be this guy, the 100 and 110 series. You could pick it up. It used to be $25. Now they have lowered the price, $12. But then again, it just like ranges between. It's a really great accessory. The means of protection, I don't really think it would do anything, but hey, it makes your watch look cool. So, and basically what it is it will go around your watch. Let me see if I could disassemble the whole thing. Yeah, awesome, came out. Yeah, look at this. So it's a piece of metal. It's an aftermarket bull bar, and so we basically put it around here, and then just try to push it its way down there. There you go. I bought one of these bull bars for one of my 5600 series. This specific one is 5600J, and I tried to put it on. It was very tight. I'm not sure if the 5600Js are a little bit thicker when it comes to the diagonal comparing to the other regular 5600s or not, but yeah, expect that you might have a hard time putting up your bull bars, and sometimes if they barely fit in, it's like really hard to take it out. Alright, that being said, let me see. Alright, I mentioned earlier that some of my watches are solar. Actually, most of my watches are solar. This guy is solar. this as well too, that, these two, and also I have more solar power watches that I will demonstrate them to you guys later. What solar power means is that your battery is basically charged from the light around your environment. If the light is bright enough, your solar power will pick it up and then start charging your battery. If you look at this, if you see, you could like see a screen. Basically it's like brownish or darkish, if you will, with these veins around it, or lines, whatever you want to call it. This means that this is a solar panel. Yes, so a solar panel installed inside of your watch, installed top of your module, and will basically charge your battery, so you don't have to worry about changing your battery. These will these kind of batteries that come with the solar powered watches will last you, if they're new, they will last you for about 8 months, and if they're like old and used, they will usually last you around 7 months according to G-Shock, if they have not been exposed to any kind of light. They have power saving modes, which will basically, if they're not exposed to any kind of light for a specific amount of time, I think it's like over 3 hours, they'll just go to a off mode. It'll shut down the screen while you're it's keeping the time, but it will just like shut down the screen to save the battery life. Regular batteries will last you, depending on the models. Some of them last you 2, some 3, some 4, and some of them are actually 10 years. The reason that I like solar power is basically I don't really have to worry about changing my batteries, and because when you change your batteries in, let's say, in regular G-Shocks, you have to worry about getting it sealed back. So you have to get your battery gasket changed to at the back of your watch. When you remove the back of your watch, there's a gasket there that will actually will waterproof your watch. So if you change your battery, it is recommended to change your gasket too as well, to waterproof it and seal it. So you don't have to worry about that if if you're having a solar power watch. If you have a let's say a solar power watch, and like too many of them like I do, like sometimes you don't get time to just like wear all of them every week. So what I do is basically I try to charge them up so they don't run out of battery. You could expose it to sunlight, but you have to be careful not to put it in underneath direct hot weather, like hot like sunlight, because it might just like end up like melting down some of the parts inside your G-Shock. So definitely consider that. Safest way, which I usually do, is basically just exposing them to a any kind of light that you have it around the house, or like a desk lamp or something. So this is what I usually use, just like my regular desk lamp. I just like put my wristwatches underneath them, just leave them there. These guys come with battery level indicators, all of them. They go from low to medium and from medium to high. Let's say usually if they're in medium, it will take you a day or day and a half to well, not day and a half, but like almost a day to charge it up back to high level. And if it's in low level, it'll probably like take you a day and a half or 2 days to just get it back to the high level. Yep. Last thing that I want to cover up is different displays and different G-Shocks. there are basically two different displays. I'm not gonna get into the what is it, limited edition displays that the what is it called, Earth and Love and Earth and Sea, that like 9400 series came up with. They like different colors in their screens, but I'm just gonna talk about like the majority of the screens that they come with, you know, standard G-Shocks. Alright, take these two guys as prime examples. 5600J series. These guys are almost, let me see. These guys are almost identical. Look at the case. Look at all these printed words: protection, protection, Casio, wave scepter, tough solar. They're almost identical except the strap. This one is metal, this one is you know, plastic or resin. Both are atomic. Just the only printed boards are different. This one is gray, this one is orange or brownish. And now the displays are different though. So the one on the right, as you could see, it's like has a bright screen, and the one on the left is with a dark screen. So the bright screen is called positive display, and the dark one is called negative display. So this is basically what's you know, the difference. You see the digits are dark in this one versus the digits on these are like bright. What are the differences when it comes to readability? Some people usually find negative displays, they find them hard to read in bright light. They find positive displays to be easy to read. Me personally, it doesn't matter to me. I love them both. I like them both. I actually like negative display better than the positive display because they look cooler. I find you know, negative display just as perfect as the positive display when it comes to, you know, reading the digits, whether it's a I don't know, bright environment or in a dark environment. A matter of fact, I find the negative displays to more readable in dark environments. Yeah. So yeah, definitely take those in your consideration when you're trying to buy the G-Shock. See which display is, you know, you see which one you find it easier to read. Let me see if you guys could see the light if I try to. Yeah. So you're gonna basically, this is how you read it in the dark, and then and there you go. If I could get them light up at the same time, again, there you go. That's how it is. So yeah, in my next video I'm gonna talk about other general information when it comes to G-Shocks. Definitely check it out. I hope that this video was helpful enough for you guys. Give it a thumbs up if you liked the video. Like I said, comments are welcome. If I have made any mistake, I apologize in advance. Just try to, you know, leave a comment if you guys have a question, a general question. If I could, you know, respond back, I will definitely do. So yep. So I will see you guys at the in the next video.